Yo, so just going to do a voiceover on this video. Just do a voiceover, a bit of long form type video on my leg session that I did the other day. I clipped this up and put it on my TikTok already, but I thought I'd give it a little bit more breakdown on my YouTube, and as I said, just do a bit more long form. So I went to the gym first thing in the morning. We're in a pure gym, so the kit, I mean, it's decent, but it is a little bit beginner friendly. So I always start my leg sessions and basically all my sessions with a salt bike, just to warm up, get loose. As you can see, the gym's dead quiet because it's first thing in the morning. But yeah, and I like to get a bit loose, get on the salt bike. It moves every muscle, moves legs, arms, and everything, so it's good. First exercise, jumping into Zercher squats. These are horrible. However, they are really good for people who train MMA, Muay Thai and kickboxing and that type of thing, because you're still building that leg strength and leg conditioning, but you're also building strength in your arms, your biceps, your forearms, your shoulders and your core, and you're like focusing on keeping that really stable, which is good for like if you're ever in like clinch positions, you're trying to get double underhooks, you're trying to grapple with people. It's like kind of simulating that type of grip. So as you can see, I was doing 80 kilos on the bar for, I think it was 4 reps. It's a bit of a different camera angle there. But yeah, so they're super good exercise for that. They were brutal. I did 3 working sets of that, even though I only recorded 2. Then moving on to RDLs, or Romanian deadlifts. Again, really good hamstring exercise. Probably one of the best. It touches your lower back a little bit as well. Don't get me wrong, my form could be slightly better. Probably want it to not go as low as I was. But I was noticing I couldn't really get like a really nice hamstring pull and feel it that much in my hamstring unless I was going a little bit lower. So I was trying to focus on just pulling the hamstring. I like doing it off a rack like this just because it saves you actually having a deadlift it up first. And then what you want to do when you're simulating this is push your bum out back as far as you can, have a slight bend in the knees, and keep the barbell grinding against your shins essentially. And that way you'll feel the biggest pull in the hamstrings. Moving then on to, so again on that was, sorry if I could pause the video. How do I pause the video? Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, so moving on from that, we're doing split squats. So single leg split squats, again, a really good exercise for people who train Muay Thai, kickboxing and MMA. It's focusing on that single leg strength. It's giving you good balance off the single leg. It's giving that push off one leg. Another good exercise for these to do without weight is like a split, so the split squat, and then finish with a teep when you get back up to full position. But obviously that I'd rather not do that weighted. It's a bit better doing that with just body weight. But if you're doing weighted, it's better just doing this. What you want to do as well is really concentrate on pushing off that front leg. So when you're squatting down, you really want to push and focus, pushing your way through your heel and through off that front leg. On this, I think I did 18 Ks and I did 3 sets of 8 is the set. So I recorded 2. But yeah, you should probably take a break in between each leg. I didn't. I could have gone a bit heavier on this, to be honest. But yeah. Then moved on to Garhammer raises. These are such a sus exercise, bro. Honestly, my shorts were literally gone. Basically, they fucking disappeared, and I was wearing a thong in the gym, so that's awkward. But these are really fucking hard. They're kind of like a leg raise that you would do when you're hanging, but you're doing them on a bench and holding yourself up with your shoulders a bit. So it focuses a little bit more on upper strength too. It like ties it in a bit. And as I said, it is kind of just like a crunch / leg raise mix. But at the end, it is actually really hard. They look kind of easy, but they're actually really tough to do. And then for these, you can do this with a plate or a dumbbell, but just sideways, so it just works that side core. Just touches on the side abs. For the ab exercises, so this, or the core exercises, so these and the Garhammer raises, this is just AMRAP. I did 3 sets of just as many reps as possible, essentially. I think it was like 10 to 12 rep range. With some reps in reserve. As I said, I have a coach who programs all of this for me. He programs essentially everything in for the week, strength and conditioning wise. His @ is the performance strength coach, but I always forget what his tag is, but I'm pretty sure that's his tag on Instagram, is a performance strength coach. I should double check. I'll put it in the description if I did say it wrong, so check that out and hit him up if you need any personalized training. He does meal plans and everything. For me, he just sets calories, and then we do a weekly check-in, so it's really good. It's well worth the money. And then finally, a farmer's walk. So this kind of touches on the previous exercise. It helps with forearm strength, but because you're leaning sideways slightly, you're engaging your core quite a lot. And everyone who trains MMA, Muay Thai and stuff like that, they know how important it is to have a strong core. It's literally what gives you your power to your kicks, as well as obviously your legs. But having a good strong core helps with that, helps grappling, helps getting up, helps any time for the clinch work. And it ties in core work, does really nicely with the leg session. So even though these don't really hurt your legs, especially not with the way I was doing, it's more of like a forearm, arm / core exercise really, because of the leaning you're doing. But yeah, as I was saying, hit up the performance strength coach. If you need any personal training, need a plan, program, meal prep, anything like that, communication, questions, he does some free guides and stuff too, which is really helpful. He's given me like a holiday plan because I'm going on holidays this week. So yeah, he's given me quite a lot of information around that, so I'd really recommend. And then after I've done the farmer's walk, this isn't planned, but I did it anyway. I just did the exercise bike. Probably just the best way to get a little blowout in the legs at the end. Yeah, thanks for watching.